Greetings and welcome to Flesh Wound Horror Live. I am Flesh Wound Dan, joined by producer Todd.
Good evening.
Pugs Dread.
Namaste. Howdy.
And Mike Kruger.
Welcome to prime time, bitch.
Yes, we got the whole gang here tonight. That's always nice. So guys, how has your week gone? What have you been up to?
Fucking training too much. I'm like over paranoid about my match on Saturday, so like been doing a shit ton of fucking goddamn push-ups and shit all week. I fucking feel old and fat.
No, you're gonna kill it. You're gonna kill it. They're gonna feel young and dead when you're done with them.
Yeah,
and we will never make the 3-minute mark.
I didn't know why Dan is asking personal stuff in the beginning. Like I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
He's asking how we're.
I know. No one gives a shit what Dan asks. But I do care what Kruger's doing. So
anyways, I'll just plug this now.
Go for it.
So I will be at Thunder Mountain Wrestling in Sierra Vista, participating in a tournament. It's like a Cowboy Rules tournament, but the finals is supposed to be a Texas death match, which I know involves a fucking barbed wire board that I'm probably going through. Spoiler. But it is the Tenny Invitational tournament under Cowboy Rules for a shot at the heavyweight championship. So it's me and 8 other men. I've worked one show for Thunder Mountain back in August where I just kind of did like a little battle royal. So this will be my first singles match. And I believe, again, this is spoiler, but I doubt anybody is watching this. I believe I may be wrestling somebody I had interaction with. So if you saw the Thunder Mountain Battle Royal and saw this kid get chokeslammed out of his fucking boots and almost die, that's my first victim. So should be fun.
There you go.
He's gonna come and finish the job.
Yep.
Get him, Kruger. Get them all.
So got that, and then next week I will be March 1st. I will be in Chicago for the We Love Pro Wrestling Death Wish Cup, facing off Remington Roar in an ultra-violent baptism match.
You get to kill his maid?
Yeah. Do I what?
His maid. It was a Death Wish joke.
Ignore him. And you will be able to get Blu-rays and DVDs of that made exclusively by Flesh Wound Features. Got us over 2.
Oh, did you talk to him?
Yeah.
Word. Yeah.
For awesome. We Love Wrestling. I haven't talked to the other guy yet.
Yeah. Oh, and then also this is probably the biggest fucking announcement I have wrestling wise. It has been announced that Arizona will be having its first official deathmatch tournament in Phoenix. There has been some deathmatch stuff in Tucson, but I wouldn't really count it.
They normally do the meth match there, though.
Yeah, really. Like that's essentially what it was. It was like a lot of backyarders, but this is going to be a real legit deathmatch tournament. I believe it's 8 men. I'm obviously going to fucking be there, even though it hasn't been announced. I don't think JD is going to give a shit that I fucking say that I'm going to be there. And there's going to be some fucking names, man. From what I'm hearing, there may be some serious stars in the deathmatch scene coming through down to Arizona. So if you guys are in the area, or even if you wanted to fly out to this shit and go see the fucking Grand Canyon or whatever other bullshit is to do in this shitty ass state,
really selling Arizona, Kruger.
I hate Arizona, but anyways, super happy that I finally get to have a death match in my home state. That means the world to me. So I'm really, really excited about this. Again, October 18th, I believe is going to be in Mesa. They haven't announced where it's going to be.
Kind of nice. Isn't Mesa kind of nice for some death match?
Not really. There's shitty parts of Mesa too.
All right. Good. Well, I'm assuming that's where it'll be then.
Yeah. Well, I think he's got it's going to be like an American.
Is it near a Waffle House? So that's the important question.
Yeah, exactly.
How close is the Waffle House?
Well, I know there's at least a couple in Mesa, so hopefully not too far. But yeah, really excited. It's called Death in the Desert, and the company is now called Arizona Deathmatch Company, which I think is kind of fun.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I want to be able to officially go to a wrestling show and go to a Waffle House after. I've never.
Never done that. That's like
that was
where are we going to do that in
this.
California?
Yeah, no,
I don't understand how
Denny's.
California doesn't have Waffle House. They're everywhere.
Because
Dude,
we already got gangbang in here. We don't
California.
need all that too.
Yeah, no, bad shit happens at Waffle House, but that's
Dude,
like
that's-
where all the wrestlers went to when I was
in
on the East
Alabama.
Coast.
When I was in Alabama, that's legit. Like all I ate was fucking Waffle House
Waffle
for fucking
House.
breakfast, and then after the show, Waffle fucking House, and then the next morning, hanging out with Tarzan, we killed like a fucking 6-pack of beer, and then we walked over to the Waffle House.
Yeah, that's it's
Dude, the Waffle House country
what-
gravy is something
Dude.
else. It was as thick as mashed potatoes. I
It was like 3
fucking
days
loving
old, but
it.
who cares?
Well,
Don't give a fuck. That shit was delicious.
Since we are on the subject, and it's become like a viral fucking wrestling thing now. I don't know if you've seen that guy that interviews people and asks them what's your Waffle House order. So what's your Waffle House order? Me, it's 6 eggs on the side, and then a Philly hash brown bowl, and then I put the eggs in the hash
Fuck
brown.
yeah.
nice.
What kind of how are your eggs done?
Depends. Sometimes I'll go like over medium because I do like yolk, but other times scrambled. If I'm feeling frisky, scrambled with cheese usually. If it's Waffle House, because they have the greasiest fucking goddamn cheese ever.
Yes, they do.
Making me hungry.
I'm an over easy guy. Yeah, like just bukkake my fucking shit.
I just get the All-Star special with peanut butter and chocolate chips.
Dude, the peanut butter waffles are so fucking good, but they have like legit 1,000 calories in like one of them.
Yeah, they're awful. But they're awesome.
There was one time we went to Waffle House and I took the kid, and they fucked up and they gave us both 2 waffles.
Oh Jesus, dude. Yeah, you'd be eating waffles later. What about you, Dan? What's your Waffle House order?
It depends, but usually I get I'm spacing on the name. What's the spicy sandwich that they have?
Yeah, no one knows what fucking sandwiches they
Yeah,
have.
I just know they're breakfast items, brother.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
peanut butter waffles are like kind of the go-to as far as the breakfast goes. Those are fucking awesome.
What about you, Pugs?
Oh, dude, just give me the country gravy and biscuits. Maybe a chicken fried steak.
dude.
Dude, I'm fucking.
Yeah, I was
Ooh,
getting
I'm-
biscuit and gravy with it too.
Dude, their chicken
Yeah.
fried steak fucking is probably bomb. I may need to try that
I
next
haven't
time.
tried that.
Yeah, I haven't
Highly
tried
recommend.
It's hard because it's like the first time I went there and it was dinner time, and I got the hamburger, and I was like, why did I do that?
it. Yeah, why the fuck?
Well, you fucking love hamburger.
It's my safety food. I know it's hard
Yeah.
to fuck it up. So
It'll
Dude,
hit.
I popped for Kevin Owens when he said his Waffle House order because he didn't lie at all. He's like fucking 3 hamburgers and fucking 2 waffles and maybe a chocolate milk.
Gotta respect
Swaggy.
the big dude.
Swaggy G, their biscuits and gravy is legit. JG Michael,
Yeah.
my bro, says best thing at Waffle House is hash brown bowl with sausage gravy. I haven't had that, but if their gravy is the same shit, it's fucking amazing. So
Yeah, I may need to get a side of like gravy the next
I have
time
my
I go.
aversions to bowls. We've already had this discussion. I don't want to fucking trough of food. I like my food separately.
That's weird.
Says the guy who eats a fucking hamburger with a knife and fork. You could shut the fuck up, Dad.
I use a fork because I don't like food on my hands. Thank you. My hands are smooth and wonderful.
Well, I
they've
you
usually
know
touched
your
something
hand-
inappropriate.
Well, he knows where his hands have been, so that's probably a good call.
No. Smooth and
Some of the
wonderful.
FBI agents.
Smooth and
Yeah, it's up some fucking masseuse's ass right before we went to go eat fucking goddamn that burger. That's why, Todd.
fork. I don't know why I get the hate for the fork. I think
Do you do
something-
it with pizza too? Because if it's pizza,
Of course he does.
It
fuck you
depends.
up. Oh
It
hell
depends.
no! You're not eating pizza with a knife and fork around me.
It depends the type of pizza. If it's like a really like taco type pizza with a lot of stuff on it, I'll use a fork. If it's just plain cheese pizza,
that follow-up cleared it up for me, Todd, because I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Too. Okay, go for it.
Pizza. I mean, Mexican pizza is good.
If I have like
you can eat like Little Caesars without a problem. But like if it's something with like a shitload of toppings that's gonna fall apart, you use a knife and fork.
Well, I just use a fork. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. My bad to suggest you might use a knife.
Yeah, you're adding stuff to make it imply that I'm sitting there like, it doesn't have to be neat. I just need a fork. Nothing wrong.
All right, enough of the food
discussion. No, zombie, we're not. We are not pulling your chain on him.
No, yeah, I've witnessed it.
No, he's done it.
Yeah. Again, if it's a hamburger where it's like just a very plain cheeseburger and it's just not messy at all, no, use my hands.
I feel like the
hamburger.
I feel like the burger at Grill 'Em All you got did not warrant the knife and fork.
Yeah, it did. That had a shit ton of stuff on it.
I disagree, dude. You saw that. I ate that oozing motherfucker like a man.
Yeah, I don't want that on my face.
It's funny because like I didn't warn like Pugs or anyone that he does. So you're like,
yeah,
he's not the only one that like one of my good buddies. He does not everything. A hamburger he'll devour, but like if it's really messy, he doesn't want to shit in his beard. So I understand, but no,
we're not letting you off the hook.
Whatever.
I will
eat a Snicker like that.
I'm gonna start throwing spaghetti at you now, Dan.
Fucked up. Fucked up.
I made fucking spaghetti tonight. I should have fucking just been fucking smashing that shit all over my face. Anyways, let's talk some horror.
Yeah, let's talk some horror. Is there any news? I didn't really see any news.
So
go for it.
The Talk to Me directors put out a teaser. We obviously can't show it because fucking copyright bullshit. I miss our trailer shows, side note. But anyways, the Talk to Me directors put out a teaser for their new movie. I'm looking up what it is right now.
Fork for life. Shut the fuck up, Dan.
God damn it.
Another new shirt that he won't buy.
Okay, so it's called Bring Her Back. And pretty excited about it. I haven't watched the trailer yet, but Ben Grimm, I saw in our Discord, said that it looks like it could almost take place in the same universe as Talk to Me. So maybe it's a secret sequel. Who knows? Some more news. We are getting a physical edition of The Thing remastered. So, Todd, I don't know if you're on
Wasn't there? Oh, okay, because there was the old version of The Thing. This is the remaster, but it's on physical.
Yes. Yeah. It's they basically like remastered the PS2 game.
They should do that for Until Dawn before the movie comes out. I know
they did already remaster it.
I know that's what I meant. Do the physical one too. I'll buy it before.
I think they do have it, but
I've only seen the regular one. I mean, I could see it to buy on PlayStation, but I meant physical.
Yeah, so we got physical media for that, and then also it was announced today about Universal Halloween Horror Nights round trip horror experience setting to launch in August. And Vegas is right around the corner for me, so I will definitely fucking be down to fucking go and check this shit out.
Flesh wound trip coming soon.
Yeah, Dan, you're gonna have to plan your trip around that now.
Yeah, and it says
what are the dates again?
It's opens in August
14th in Las Vegas.
It's not a limited thing. It's like permanent.
We should go to Vegas next time I'm down there.
And also, they announced that it's all new immersive experiences featuring 4 haunted houses, Universal Monsters, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Exorcist Believer, which
Believer, suck my dick.
We just walked through the whole thing.
And Scarecrow the Reaping, which I have no clue what the fuck that is.
It's too bad they didn't drop the E.
I'm hoping it times out. I'm hoping our trip times out with the Backstreet Boys playing at the Sphere. I still got to be me, guys.
I'm gonna get shit for using a fork, and you're seeing the Backstreet Boys.
Yes. hands down. That's less weird, dude.
He's a millennial. I can't even hate on him. It's like me making fun of my wife for wanting to go see New Kids on the Block.
She can come
I guess
with.
She could make fun of me, though.
I'm sure she'd be down.
She went to that NTOK BSB or whatever the fuck it was.
I do also have kind of surprising set of news here. The duo behind Longlegs and the Monkey and director Osgood Perkins will reteam for a horror movie called Keeper that's going to be in theaters at the end of the fucking year, or in October 3rd.
He's moving.
This
fast.
Motherfucker isn't sleeping apparently, but
He's got shit to do.
Strike while the iron's hot.
I didn't watch your guys' review on the Monkey because I haven't gotten to see it yet. I can't even fucking go tomorrow. I gotta wait till fucking Friday, which is driving me crazy. But
we'll have a more in-depth review with all you guys.
Full review next week.
Yeah, I am so psyched for that. And just psyched that him and Neon are kind of like becoming a fucking power horse when it comes to the horror industry. I mean, Daily Ghost said Pug's going Blackpink too. What's Blackpink?
It's a K-pop band, and last time I still haven't seen them because all fucking 7 shows were sold out.
I thought Pink was white.
That's the better version.
Ah, okay.
Blackpink.
And the trailer for Freaky Tales drop, which I'm super excited about. Set in 1987 Oakland, based on the name's after a Too Short song. Too Short is the narrator in the trailer. I'm assuming he's going to pop up somewhere. It's got Pedro Pascal, Tom Hanks pops up.
Yeah.
So. Speaking of Pedro Pascal, just a good segue. April 13th, The Last of Us season 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm not okay, man. Like, you don't understand. You don't understand what's going to happen, and like everybody's not going to be okay. We're all going to be fucked.
I'm ready for it. They're thinking at least 4 seasons. So
So
12 years.
So hopefully, like
that's fine.
I mean, the last
quality over quantity.
The last season was what, 2 years ago?
Yeah, it's been forever. Like, it's just, man, what a long ass wait.
I mean, that's
just because it's so good, dude.
No, it was good. I like
the effects too. I know Stranger Things is supposed to. Dude, I forget what the fuck they said.
Are they like 40 now?
I saw some Stranger Things news too about like how it's gonna be like 8 fucking cinematic blockbuster movies wrapped into a season. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. All right, I'm ready. Like, after the last season, they could do no wrong in my eyes.
They need to wrap it up though. It's time.
Well, I mean, that's the goal. This is it.
Yeah. Oh, it won't be it. Trust me. They're gonna spin off the fuck out of that with how popular it is. But
but that doesn't mean they're gonna.
Yeah, but I'm fine with
all the kids have aged out.
Yeah, I'm fine with spin-offs. But I do agree. Like, the kids are getting really fucking old now. I mean, shit. The fucking what's his name? Ghostbuster kid is fucking directing now, for fuck's sake. Yeah, Wolfhard.
He's got a slasher coming out.
Yeah, which actually looks pretty decent. Yeah. I'm kind of excited about it.
Well, I know everyone's sick of me, so now I'm behind the camera.
Shout out to Matt Arnett's daughter for being a K-pop fan.
He's in the movie too.
Yeah, he is.
Well, I just got some breaking news. I got a confirmation on our interview. This Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, we will have.
Oh no, is it Bloom?
No, it's not Bloom.
Okay, good.
But someone that'll make Pugs happy, and well, the rest of us, we will have director of Death Scored Service himself, Sean Donahue, and we will be talking his Gator Blade, his films. We will be talking specifically his upcoming erotic thriller. That's kickstarting right now, Fatal Desires. I will 100% be contributing to this one also. So this Sunday, so that'll be fun. I mean, we're fans, so yeah. There we go. Confirmation.
Hope I make it. If not, you guys know what to tell them.
Yes. All right. So on that note, Do we want to have any more news, or should we go to our first review?
I don't think any news, but I do just want to add to the Stranger Things thing and just say, like, I want them all broken. Like, I want them all old, and like we recast them. Dustin's got just crippling gambling.
I mean, isn't that like kind of what they should do? Like, go full it with it, and like when they're all older, do another season.
Yeah, they're all just made horrible messes of their lives, but I'd go really hard with it.
11 has an extreme heroin addiction. It just is like murdering random fucking people on the street.
She's got
massive daddy issues.
She's got 5 baby daddies.
That's 7.
7. There you go. And that's the joke
Go
they
9,
keep
guys.
making. And he kills everybody who makes the joke. It's like, at least it's 7, and then she blows their heads up with their mind. All right. All right.
You end up like Jenny and Forrest.
She gives Mike the A.
She's gonna have the saddest OnlyFans that remind you of Tammy Lynn.
Dude, the fucking Missy Hyatt one was pretty sad at one point too.
She fucked up her face though. Oh, Drake shows up.
Oh, no.
And then sees how old she is and leaves.
It's not you, it's me.
Did you see him throwing his chocolate at the fucking drone on top?
Yeah, dude, I fucking popped so hard for that. Yeah,
I don't even know what
they have a perfect shot of him like chucking his fucking flip flop at the fucking drone.
Technically, it'd be a house shoe for him. My bad.
The slides.
Yeah.
All right. With that being said, on to our first movie of the evening, an Apple Plus original from director Scott Derrickson, The Gorge. And in this film, 2 highly trained operatives become close after being sent to protect opposite sides of a mysterious gorge. When an evil emerges, they must work together to survive what lies within. All right, so The Gorge stars Anya Taylor-Joy and Miles Teller, as well as a small but important role from Sigourney Weaver. Always
popped
cool
so hard when I saw her, dude. Because I didn't read the casting list, and I was just like, oh man, it's so good to see Ripley in something I'm watching again. Because like she's always in shit I don't watch.
Yeah. No, she's always very welcome when she shows up. I don't know that we'll ever see her play Ripley again, but
I think those days are long gone.
Probably. But you know what? I don't care how old she is.
Although the Neil Blomkamp Alien movie would have been really cool.
It would, yeah, it would have been. But yeah, so I didn't know much about this movie. I mean, obviously, you see Anya Taylor-Joy. That's always going to be a treat. It's definitely one of those films that, for me, the first half or so before we go full on to what's actually in the gorge is the most interesting. The chemistry with Anya Taylor-Joy and Miles Teller is really strong. She's fucking adorable, and
dude, she's so amazing. Like anytime she was on screen in this movie, I was just like, dude, this girl is like so fucking goddamn breathtaking. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't even fuck with brunettes anymore, but Jesus Christ.
She's a movie star.
She is.
At a time where we don't have a lot of newer movie stars. Like, she just has that presence that,
well, she hasn't missed.
I'll watch it.
And she doesn't miss. Like, Furiosa was fucking great. Fucking goddamn, The Witch. Last Night in Soho. Fucking The Northman. Everything that all her roles have been, she just fucking kills it. She's by far one of the best actors in Hollywood right now. Yeah.
And like I said, this back and forth, because they're, communicating, which they're not supposed to do, because he's like this sniper with, all the issues that come along with that. And she's Lithuanian, but working for like the Russian government. And They have them just communicating back and forth. Obviously, they break the rules about communication, and there's like a romance that follows. And yeah, it's one of those movies where you're rooting for these two. You like these two a lot, and that's the strength of the film. Now, when we settle into more the popcorn movie that it is, the monsters, let's just say, and everything that lie below, it's good. Like, there's some really good effects work. All of that is just fine. It's nothing as original as I was kind of hoping it would be, but it's very, very cool. It kind of felt almost at times like I was watching a Resident Evil movie. And Scott Derrickson, I don't want to say he hits every time, but he's a very good director. I mean, look what he did with Hellraiser Inferno. That movie's a lot more
fucking good.
A lot more interesting than people give it credit for. And yeah, it's a really, really good movie. I'm shocked that they didn't try for a theatrical, but the quality, if you haven't watched some Apple Plus stuff, tends to be pretty good.
It's pretty high, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the one service I feel like nobody has, but like
I just renew every time they come out with a new season of Prehistoric Planet.
Yeah. I don't know too much. They've got a few good series on there. Was From on Apple Plus at one point? Maybe not. I don't know, but
I don't think so.
But yeah, no, the effects work is great. Some of these creatures, kind of very reminiscent of Last of Us, Resident Evil. I really enjoyed that part of the world that they were in. But yeah, I think the highlight really is just the relationship between the two. And yeah, what did you guys think?
For me, I actually kind of agree with you on that, because I was expecting a little bit more when we did see what the fuck was down in this world. Was not expecting what we got, like, actually at all. When I saw the trailer for this movie, I was expecting like some big ass monster, some type of shit. What we got was completely different. Wasn't bad though, just not necessarily what I wanted. But the acting and the chemistry between Anya Taylor-Joy and the other guy,
Miles Teller.
Yeah, they carry me through the whole movie, where it doesn't really drag, and it is kind of like a longer film too. But I never really felt anything dragged. Was a little bit disappointed with the ending as well, but overall, like, it's a solid watch, and I definitely would say, like, if you're a fan of Scott Derrickson, this is something a little bit different than he usually does. But press play, especially if you have Apple Plus. There's a lot of shitty movies this week, and this isn't one of them.
Yeah, it's to a certain degree, it's the cube effect. It's like the mystery of what might be in there is kind of the height of what's actually in there.
Well, I was just expecting, like, I don't know, more creatures, I guess, other than just like kind of like the infected, I guess, or whatever you would call them. Like the plant stuff, I thought was badass as fuck. Like the carnivorous plant that was down there.
Yeah,
like I wanted more of that. I wanted more of that.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think, Pugs?
I fucking love Anya Taylor. I love Miles. He was in one of my favorite things ever, The Offer. I did not like this movie.
Really?
I think they did a fantastic job. Yeah, I think they did a fantastic job in acting, but I could not care less about what's going on. I think I would have preferred to focus on that. Yeah, it didn't tickle my pickle. It did nothing. I was clock watching. I'm like, I should be enthralled with these two because of how much I enjoy their work. But
way too over talented for this.
Yeah, I think that is an issue because like I'm expecting a certain level with and no trailer watched, but I was like, oh shit, these two are in here. Fuck yeah, let's go. And we don't really pick up the pace too much for my taste. So this is a pass for me. I did not like it.
Oh. I thought I was going to be alone in this one. Yeah, I mean, everything Pug said. I I felt it's overstayed its welcome. It drags in the first half. They were too good for this. I mean,
They elevate the material a lot.
They do, but this would have been better as a 1 hour Walking Dead episode or Resident Evil, not as a 2 hour and 7-minute Netflix movie. I feel like Rebel Moon bullshit.
Oh,
I still haven't watched that shit.
I like.
I am surprised.
Well, I saw the bullshit version, and I'm like, yeah.
Oh, you haven't seen the violent one, the bloody one?
Oh yeah, I have a hard time going back to watch it twice too. But no, I really love the Gorge. I mean, it's not based on anything, so I'm sure they just figured. I don't know if we go theatrical.
It borrowed from a lot.
Yeah,
yeah. Well, like I said again, once the full story has revealed itself, and I will say one issue I had with it, and I get it's like Black Ops and secret and everything, but why would you have only 2 people to monitor what the fuck is down there? I get you need it for the story, but come on, guys. Like, you're going to have a few hundred people there at least to make sure that shit stays buried. You know,
that's how shit gets leaked out. So no.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. Like,
not to defend the movie because I don't give a shit, but yeah.
Yeah, that was just a little like issue I had. But I mean, I think I didn't feel the 2 hour 7-minute run length at all. I was invested. I wanted to see them make it out. And Anya Taylor-Joy again is just adorable. Like, when they're playing drums back and forth across the gorge and everything, I was like, yeah, I love it.
I know they stuck a bunch of like inside stuff in there too. Like, ooh, that's from fucking stupid this movie and that. It's like I felt like it needed me to already care about the actors to care about this movie too. Like, if it would have been 2 other people, I would have paid half as much as
I probably wouldn't have given the shit as much if it didn't have Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah,
but I mean,
I wouldn't have expected it much from it.
It would have if it didn't have her or Miles Teller, and maybe. I don't know. Maybe it would have been different.
No, I definitely went in with high expectations, but I mean, I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it either.
So far, Anya's been called an alien, and that she's going to be revealed as an AI shortly. Yeah, she has some weird eyes.
I would probe that alien.
No,
at least they're not those weird eyes like fucking Snow White or Little Mermaid. That freaky fucking
Anya.
I put my clean hands all over her.
Anya to me, like, she reminds me of like a mystical elf. like she looks like something you like.
Lord of the Rings, ready? Yeah.
like identical to fucking like somebody you would see in a fantasy fucking movie.
Oh, yeah, she should definitely be on some of the Games of Thrones shit.
Fuck
yeah.
That. Oh man,
wait,
I'd make her
fucking dragons and all that.
I'm surprised they had like the only thing close that they put her in was what, the Northman?
The Northman, yeah, she was in that. I mean, she picks her roles pretty well. There's not a lot of garbage on
this.
Her
must have been the payday.
I disagree. I think you're being a little harsh on this one.
I don't. What substance do you think there is for either of these actors to like, ooh, that's a meaty role? I don't think that was there. I think they brought their skills to make the roles better. I think they took an Apple paycheck.
Can you imagine?
Arnett, they didn't want a bukkake situation occurring. What is that too? But continue until he answers.
Yeah. I would definitely find a way to get to the other side for Anya Taylor-Joy. Like, my fat ass will probably die, but I will definitely figure out
worth the risk. Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, answer this without spoiling.
Did they
reveal what the Gorge was?
In the end?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a big reveal.
Yeah, I don't think it's a huge plot point.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's not having any idea what it was the most interesting part early on, but yeah.
J.G. Michael, without being a creep, Anya is like Hollywood Stacy Keibler. She's got legs.
Yeah, she's got to be pretty fucking tall, eh?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know, to be honest, but
they're all short to me.
Shut up, Todd. Okay. Not everybody's built like fucking goddamn Sasquatch.
Matt Arnett says they didn't want a bunch of They didn't want a bunch of dudes in Chester. That makes sense. Because like that's one of the things in the Thing prequel. Like you're having one chick there and all those dudes. Okay. And it's been how long? Gaped.
They would definitely regret hiring me. I would just throw all sorts of weird stuff over.
Yes, we know you would, dude. You'd be jerking off, being like,
Dan would starve because he couldn't find a fork.
Oh, that's fucked up. They have to provide forks for me. It's in my contract.
They give him, and then the fucked up part is they give him plastic ones, and his big meat paws break every one of them once he tries to use them.
I have nothing against plastic forks. You can't cut a hamburger with them very well.
Well, you need a plastic knife.
Okay.
We're fine with pasta. But anyways, what do we rate The Gorge?
I am a 3 out of 5.
I am a 4 out of 5. I like this one a lot.
All right. I am a 1.5 out of 5. Did not like it.
I'm a 1 out of 5.
It's because you two hate love. God damn it. All right.
Not a big fan.
I'm not too.
But that had nothing to do with this
right now either.
Anya made me believe again, I guess. All right. So moving on to our next film, which is no, I apologize. It's
streaming on Screambox.
Screambox
Already?
From Screambox, I was jumping to our Shudder movie. From Screambox and writer-director Matthew Warren, we have Delicate Arch, which really does sound like an adult movie, but it's not.
Does.
For college,
delicate part, but
it won't be delicate when I'm done. All right. 4 college kids with fracturing relationships take a camping trip in order to escape an ecological disaster. Alone in the desert, they begin to suspect that their reality might not be as it seems, and soon realize they're being watched.
You can tag me in first.
Go for it, Kruger. You loved it, didn't you?
I fucking hated this movie. I hated the characters. I hated the fucking people. I like all of them, especially the fucking dipshit fucking friend this guy brought with him. Like, oh my god, that guy fucking pissed me the fuck off.
The Dan.
For whatever reason, also, like, I don't know what it is because this hasn't ever really bothered me in the movie, in any movies where this happens, but they changed the aspect ratio on this fucking thing like 60,000 goddamn fucking times. It was driving me fucking nuts. It was like every other fucking scene had a different goddamn aspect ratio, and I was fucking tired of it. I get what they were going for. They like were trying to make this psychedelic experience, and it just did not fucking work a lick for me. At some point, there's zombies, and like when we got to that point and I saw how absolutely terrible these zombies looked, I was like, this movie can fuck the fuck off. I hated it. Definitely not for me. Maybe this is how you guys felt watching Skinamarink, because like I heard this
maybe more the Outwaters than Skinamarink.
Well, I heard this compared to both of them. Yeah, but I think everybody liked the Outwaters, didn't we?
No.
I don't remember.
Maybe I was the only one that did.
Skinamarink
it has its moments. I enjoyed seeing it in the theater.
Skinamarink kicks this thing's fucking ass, and I did not like.
I'm not going that crazy.
I will. Well, this movie upset me. Pretentious bullshit.
Yeah, we need to make one for this too.
Right.
Pretentious bullshit part 2.
Yeah. Pretentious art.
What really irritated the fuck out of me was the lead is a filmmaker, and he's dropping movie lines. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna like this guy. No, fuck him to death. I did not like him. I didn't like anybody. This movie is a waste of my fucking time. So no, thank you. Skip.
So Dan, did you love it?
No,
Okay,
I did not.
Thank God.
It is like I didn't despise it to the level that you did. The cast, the characters are very interesting. We kind of have Lady Beavis and Lady Butthead who are participating in a lot of toilet humor. like in the early parts of the movie. I was like, the cast is interesting. We've got like Discount Bin Hangman Page, and
That's probably why I fucking hated him extra.
it you know, like I was in it for a while, and you kind of come to that conclusion that I don't think this had a full script, and they were just kind of winging it. Let's just go out to the desert, random, you know, bullshit happens. No, I didn't love it. I really didn't. I didn't hate the cast. I guess I was like somewhat invested because they're a little bit different than your
There was a setup. Like if this would have been a slasher film, I would have been enjoying and watched them all get killed off one by one.
Yeah.
But the problem was we kind of needed to care about these characters a little bit for this story they're trying to tell.
Yeah. And I don't know. I don't think it was the actors or anything necessarily.
No,
it just
I don't think it's the acting. It's the characters that they decided to fucking bunch together. I couldn't relate or fucking like find anybody to like latch onto.
Yeah, I mean it's another in a line of mushroom trip movies, and you have better options.
There's so many better options. Dude.
Yeah, you really do. Yeah. Matt, I need to revisit Skinamarink.
You're good. You're good.
You made the right choice. And why did our picture disappear?
I don't know.
I'm fixing it. Keep going.
J.G. Michael, Discount Bin Hangman Page.
See now.
Pretty
Cowboy
much,
dog shit. Horse shit.
He was kind of a dead ringer, just smaller. But yeah, I was hoping for more. I do like the basic concept of just people going out to the middle of nowhere and losing their minds, but this just never really came together. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth the journey. So it's about all I have to say about it.
Cool. Let's rate this and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
or move on.
By the way, Daily Ghost, yes, Mandy on acid or mushrooms is magnifique.
Yeah.
I've watched Mandy on mushrooms at least like I think 4 times.
Yeah, you just do that
in a row.
So I'll go ahead and rate it. I'm 1 star. It interesting for a brief moment in time, but it quickly wanes.
I'm a 1 star too.
1
half star out of 5. Fuck this.
Well,
thing.
at least it didn't get a 0, so there's that.
Well, let's see if Shudder can do any. If Shudder can do any better.
All right, moving on to our next film from Shudder. We have The Dead Thing, and this is from director writer, I should say, Elric Kane. And in this movie, a young woman lost in a series of meaningless connections fall in love with a charismatic and sensitive man who hides a dark secret that turns her affair into a dangerous obsession.
I love the description. A sensitive man.
Very sensitive. All right, I'll start with this one because I think this one's going to be an interesting review. I doubt all of you liked it, but I want to coin a new term for this movie: Tindersploitation.
Here we go.
Tindersploitation. I'm gonna own it because I think that really
not as dumb as I thought it would be. Dan, right on.
I mean, we are getting.
They're having faith in me.
Yeah.
So I like what this movie has to say about online dating and kind of how that ties in with the twist, because this one does have a twist. It's very slow paced. Well, yeah, sort of. It's a very slow pace. It's not a popcorn movie at all. Blue Hunt, the lead actress, I thought she came off pretty realistic. I mean, this one does have something to say about online dating, which is just what a fucking time suck, what a soul suck. It's just it's the worst place to meet people, and I enjoyed.
I guess we're getting free dinners. This is bullshit.
this generation of men inflated. Not even that. All these women's egos are inflated.
Yeah, I enjoyed that aspect of it. Now the horror aspect, not so much. I like I like what this movie was going for. I think it's like a so-so execution of its ideas. But I do like the idea of this sort of Tinder exploitation thing. Like she's just going from one meaningless thing to the next. Now this is from the perspective of a woman, so it's a little different for a dude.
That'd be a lot more depressing.
Elric is a person. Elric is a man, so
no, I'm
the man
talking
still
the
directed this.
female character. I'm talking, not the director.
Still, it's from a male brain, dude.
Well, yes,
Okay.
from a male brain.
Well, it'd be a lot boring. It'd be the guy sitting at home half the time because the bitch
you
doesn't
could
answer.
Yeah, dude, you could just fucking follow me around with a fucking goddamn camera for fuck's sake. I'll be like 4 months of nothing, and then I'll get laid and fucking then that'll be it. Another 4 months of nothing.
Yeah, that's yeah. I'm sure there's people that go more than 4 months, so you're doing good. But yeah, it was advertised as an erotic thriller. I'm not going to call this an erotic thriller. There are boobs in it, at least, but it's not an erotic thriller. That's not what this is.
I know, and Dan had to go and put that in my head.
Well, it is listed as that, even on So yeah, you know what? It's a one-time watch. I'll never go back to watch it again. But it's well made, and I feel like there will be people that really like this. I don't know about you guys, but hot tag.
I can't say what I called this movie throughout it on air, but yeah, very. I hated it. Like this just reminded me of. It reminded me of I can't remember what the fuck it was called. Was it Kill Your Lover from last year?
No, I saw that. I just can't place
it was some breakup movie, and it had a very like similar tone to it, and I despise that. And that's kind of it. Just reminded me of that movie. I get what they were going for, but again, I agree with you. The execution and the horror elements are extremely lacking. I didn't really like care for the main character much. She just seemed a little hollow to me. Maybe that's on purpose.
That's on purpose.
Yeah.
But I just didn't care. And I was just like, all right, well, I'm fucking clock watching through this whole thing, waiting for it to just wrap shit up. I also hated the ending. Like I knew exactly where the whole movie was going. I didn't need it spelled out for me like that either. Like you got that over in the first, I think, fucking 40 minutes. So not my bag at all. I actually remember watching the trailer and thinking this was going to be like some sort of, I don't know, like creepy stalker movie or something. And what we got
of becomes that.
Yeah, but shoe on the other foot, Dan. Would have been more interesting if it was that. So yeah, not my bag at all. I mean, I didn't like absolutely despise it like the last movie, but it's not much better.
I think this one has like an interesting concept, at least for you to like go.
Yeah.
It just doesn't deliver, and I think that's the biggest flaw in this. Like, good idea, just not the because I like the cast. I mean, or at least our lead.
The acting's good. Like, there's no like weak points in that. I think just for me,
it's a story issue.
Story and like, there's ways I feel like to get this over with like some like effects and stuff that would have made it a lot more interesting with me. I think the fact that there's some body horror stuff and they don't like go full blown with it, it kind of just rubbed me the wrong way because I'm waiting for those moments of horror. That's what's going to draw me into a story like this.
Yeah.
Well, I actually really enjoyed this, and I'll put this on Front Street. I know Elric Kane, or I knew him at one point. Beyond Fest, like he's he does a podcast, All the Colors of the Dark, fucking Shockwaves, all that shit. Mm-hmm. He was my bathroom buddy at Beyond Fest. So if you're watching, Elric, what's up? I did like it.
I want to like explain that.
No, I'm gonna leave it out. Fuck it. Let the rumors go.
I didn't break inside, but I broke.
I did think it was good. I really enjoyed the performance of the Hollow chick. What's her real name? Blue, whatever.
Blue Hunt. Yeah.
Yeah. I did not like her, but like I was convinced that that's how you feel. empty and shitty,
Yeah.
you're not helping your cause. I will say I am disappointed in the horror element of this, like the slasher. The stalker slasher part that could have been stronger. But yeah, it shot well. It's not a home run, but I thought it was pretty good. At least a one-time watch, especially on Shudder. Yeah,
I'm definitely looking forward to see what else he does. I mean, like I said, just the story. I also don't have any connection to this style of dating. We were picking bitches up in the club.
No, this is my. This has been my like.
I understand. I see it. And I feel so bad for all you.
You almost don't have a choice, which is what's weird. Like, I mean, you do.
I mean, you do, but like having to go out and mingle with people, fuck that. Like, I'm not a people person. Like, I don't. I keep my circle small.
Yeah, but when never mind.
What? No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, but when you go to the club, I mean, the liquor's flowing. That's half the battle.
I feel like there's a lot of people that don't. Maybe dudes still do to a degree, but I don't know. It depends on the club. Sometimes the club.
I see the footage from the clubs now. It's like groups of people on their phone together.
Yeah, it's not the same vibe. It's not the same vibe.
Anytime I've gone out, I haven't fucking enjoyed myself at all. It's like there's a bunch of people I want to punch in the fucking face. Like, I need to get out of here before I fucking get by. Like, I understand why fucking bar fights break out because like, I'm that motherfucker. Like, bitch, will you shut the fuck up?
Yeah. Zombie, I think you're thinking of what, Mads? No, Mads is definitely better than this, to answer your question, if I understand you right. Yeah, I guess more interesting than good is a good way to cap this one off. But it'll hit for some people still. I wanted to like it more than I did.
So.
Yeah.
I do too.
So, yeah.
I'm also I'm curious. Not yet. I'm curious if any of our female fans are watching.
One of them.
What we have a couple. I brought in a couple groupies.
Then they go. Dan brings his sausage fest with them.
Anyways, I would like
Matt Arnett. Hold on, Kruger. Kruger walks into the club like Scott Steiner. Fuck yeah.
Gotta block out
whores. I've arrived.
I walk in with like two bitches on my shoulders and just start doing fucking squats.
We're taking you out with the chainmail gimmick now too.
Fuck yes.
Just like fling some dork off his bar.
But I would like to hear what female perspective. Like what you thought of this movie, because I did see some stuff online and it kind of cracked me up. So I'm just curious if that's like the overwhelming like majority of women or if it's just online.
I don't know how they'll react to this movie because she's not like the typical woman, because she's just like getting dick down like left and right.
What do you mean?
Well, that's not every woman.
No, I mean, it's typical young woman.
Yeah.
Not all give up the
well, maybe not today.
I mean, you're
no one can resist me.
You're acting like it's a bad thing. I don't.
No, I'm saying I don't know if it's like
some of these girls are heroes. Thank you for your service.
Average female experience, like with Tinder.
Again, you're tripping, man.
I think
they know they have all the power.
I guess we just
this is going to turn into something else if we don't wrap.
Yeah, we should move on.
Yeah, this is going to turn into something else.
I'll start rating it. 4 out of 5 for me. Strong recommendation.
I am a 1.5.
I'm a 2.5.
Yeah, I'm also a 2.5. I'm right in the middle. Like there's stuff I like about it, just stuff that didn't work for me. So
I'm surprised you. I thought you were gonna hate this one, Todd.
I think Dan buttered me up with giving me the kind of an erotic thriller vibe, which it doesn't really hit, but it kind of still.
I mean, you get boobs, but
right out the early on.
Do I say something kind of rude or not?
No, I just talk shit on her boobs. Go for it.
Oh, her scars. Don't make fun of a girl.
No, I don't give a shit about that.
No,
I'm just not impressed.
That was
with
just the roadmap to the areola.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about scars. I like fake tits.
No, I had nothing to do with that. But anyways, last video store. Let's move on to our next.
Well,
film.
now I want to hear what you were going to say.
The
just
nipples
say
were
it.
a little off.
Oh, you are the asshole. Never mind then.
Well, you wanted me to do it, so I just did. Just she's a pretty girl. Just I don't know. Nipples were a little off. All right.
I don't need tits to be fucking.
Yeah,
flawless.
didn't I say like before it got?
I was moving on.
No,
and
you weren't, because
started
you're the only one
making
talking
sure.
about her tits still.
I might have egged it
I
on.
He did. It's his fault. And so did Kruger. All right. So up next,
Fucker, move on.
on VOD and Arrow Video Blu-ray, we have The Last Video Store from directors Cody Kennedy and Tim Rutherford. And in this film, a young woman who is unknowingly in possession of a legendary cursed tape takes a collection of old videotapes to a video store. She and the store owner reawake its curse, which leads to the release of a raft of cinematic villains.
I would like to go first on this.
You go for it. You're the youngest one, so you probably don't remember video stores, or at least this type of video store as well.
Brother, I still had video stores like up until like
Yeah.
Probably I was like in middle school when they started going out of business. But man, this movie just felt like I didn't love it or anything, but it felt like a warm hug, like legit. I don't know what it is. I think it's just the style of these movies. This reminds me a lot of like the way Steven Kostanski has made his last couple of films. Feels like really at home. Like with those movies like Frankie Frico or Psycho Gorman. And I don't know, just like seeing all the posters on the wall of indie horror and, you know, even seeing like Psycho Gorman and fucking there was like an editor poster, even a Crabs poster, a lot of just stuff that we review on the channel. Getting to see that like up in the video store, just like, I don't know, it kind of touched my...
Right? That
Skull and Mask. Yeah, it kind of touched my heart a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna lie. And then, like, the overall message of this movie is kind of, I feel like what I deal with people when they like don't understand my obsession with horror movies or why my house looks like this. They got that over like really well with the main character or the video store owner and just explaining like, it doesn't matter how shitty the movie is. It's about bonding with people and like bonding over it. And like, again, that's kind of, again, not to get all like touchy and feely and stuff, but that's what this podcast gives me is like, even though we don't watch them together all the time, we're able to still have that conversation, have that camaraderie together. And yeah, I just, it really this movie touched my heart. Again, like I'm not going to give it some like amazing rating because there's, you know, stuff that I could pick at. But I just wanted to say that first and foremost, that like if you are a horror movie collector, somebody that, you know, lived in the heydays of the video store, even just a podcaster that does shit like we do, I think you're really going to just feel comforted by this film. And yeah, I guess that's my best way to describe it is this is like a nice bite of comfort food. It's definitely not as effects heavy as like Steven Kostanski movies, but the stuff that was there was solid. Not a ton of gore, but the gore that again was there, especially with our hockey mask killer. That was a lot of fun. I did also pop for the purposely shitty CGI bug creature.
Shout out Arcade by Albert Pyun.
Yeah, I popped pretty hard for that. I think that was a lot of fun. Also, the Cobra ripoff. There's that shit cracked me up too. The acting also, I just got to say, for a couple of names that I've never heard nor seen in anything, I want to see more of them. It was weird because the video store owner looked awfully fucking familiar. I had to like look it up, and it was driving me crazy. I couldn't find him in anything, but sure shit, not in anything I've watched. But I really, really enjoyed his acting, his character, and I definitely like want to see him in more stuff and more from this team in general. So yeah, I guess probably my biggest complaint is this is kind of a short movie, and I feel like there is some shots that linger a little too long, where like we're kind of just like looking at something like to build tension, and it's kind of not building tension, and I'm just kind of like, all right, ready to move on to the next scene. Let's fucking go. That happens pretty regularly throughout this movie. But at the end of the day, I highly recommend this if you're a fan of Steven Kostanski movies. And like I said, were, active in the video stores in their heyday. And also, if you like those scare package movies, this kind of feels at home with them as well. So if you liked any of that stuff, you're going to have fun with this. And like I said, it's just like a nice bite of comfort food. Nothing fucking revolutionary, not anything that's going to be making my top 10 at the end of the year, but something that really made me feel good.
All right.
I'm older, so I went with Waxwork instead of a scare package, is what it feels like to me. Same thing. I liked the video store, obviously. I mean, I used to work at a mom and pop, so that's always nice to see. And I wasn't.
What's the name of that store, Todd? I've never asked.
It was Crown Video.
Your store.
Okay.
Yes, it was Crown Video. Yeah, but yeah, I'm with you, crew. It's not perfect, but I had a good time with it. The characters are likable. It's a nice short runtime. I do want to throw this out there though, real quick. There is another Last Video Store, also 2023 on Tubi, not the one we are talking about. That is more of a romantic movie.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. It was in the notes. Yeah.
I just want to, So, I'm going to go check this out on Tubi. Not the one we're talking about.
This is also based on a short, and there's a series of shorts that I believe this Kevin character was in, the video store owner. So, yeah.
Okay, well, I fucking loved the setting. I love the setting, and I love all the movies it pulls from, or genres, I should say. But I was very underwhelmed. I did not like the who we're supposed to care for, the black chick. Up until the end, they nailed the ending. I will give them that. But it was too little, too late, and I gave zero shit about her. I'm just I just want to hang out with the fucking owner. Fuck this bitch. So it's underwhelming, but I love the setting. Yeah, underwhelming, but I love the setting, and I do recommend checking it out.
Yeah. Actually, I'm dead on with you on that. I thought the actress that played her, Yaya Adams, wasn't connecting with me, but man, did I fucking love the video store owner. I think, in fact, we're all gonna see ourselves in him to a degree. If you really just love this shit, it's okay, yeah, that's basically me. So you can really connect to him.
You know what was my part where I was just yeah, that's me. Fucking as soon as he gets fucking cut the fuck up by the bug, what does he do? He goes to the beer, goes and grabs a beer, cracks it open before he starts healing himself. I'm like, yep, that's Kruger right there.
Yeah. No, I loved him, so it almost really didn't matter. I mean, she's fine. And that might not be an actor thing so much as you could have developed her a little bit more, make us care about her. But look, at the end of the day, this is 79 minutes of nostalgia. If you grew up in the 80s, 90s, and remember video stores, you will like this. I mean, the message of the movie is essentially history preservation, because a lot of people watch some of these movies, maybe that are younger and didn't grow up with it, but it's hard if you haven't actually walked in a place like this. And it's a very small. I still have one. Yeah, there's a few holding on, but if you've ever walked into a smaller, more intimate ma and pop, it is different. It's I miss Blockbuster. I miss Hollywood Video more, quite frankly. But there was something very specific about the ma and pops that we came up on.
Yeah, pornography. Good job, Dan.
Yeah.
I was waiting for porn to come out, Dan. They didn't have a porn tape that came to life. 1 star.
Ginger Lynn Allen just appears. Right. You could probably afford her. No, we get a B movie action star, kind of like a Don the Dragon Wilson, maybe more Dudikoff than that just comes to life in the video store. I thought that was cool. We get a Jason killer that comes to life and is in the video store. all of that was a lot of fun. It is one small location, so at times it sort of felt like there was a lot happening, and maybe too much happening just right in this one tiny spot. But overall, I did really, really like it. It made me smile. The Videonomicon that ties into the story, I thought that was fun too. And
I also popped for the VHS head monster.
yeah,
it's a playoff siren head, which is a kids thing.
And they definitely had arcade in mind when he was running down the 90s CGI for that one character. I liked we get a mixture. There are some like real movie posters that appear. I saw like
there's a lot of indie horror. Like
there is, and there's a lot of fake posters too that are kind of cool. Again, this will hit you in the nostalgia feels for sure. But yeah, like just I'm watching it, and they had arcade in mind.
Oh fuck, you're right.
That instead of the Cobra thing, they could have done the Bronson thing. That would have been the tits.
We could have.
That would have been cool. I want to see the Prey Stalker movie though.
Dude, that was the one thing I got out of this is like, all right, guys, now go make these movies because I'll watch all of them.
Yeah.
Ben, I watched the Tubi when that shit was whack.
Poor Ben.
Did you think it was this one? Did we?
Yeah, I believe
on that?
Didn't Arrow put this out?
Yeah.
Well, Matt mentions Peter North defeating the monster with the monster load. I don't know if we can pull that off, but we do. Some of us have a hookup with Tom Byron. I think maybe that needs to happen. We need to do the adult store version of this.
Matt Arnett, have you watched what the fuck is that goddamn Adam Green anthology he did with Joe Lynch? That has Wadzilla in it.
Chillerama.
Yeah.
There you go.
Matt Arnett, watch Chillerama. It's about they have a short in there that's about a giant killer load.
That's a funny one. That one line that got me was, "Lady, I survived the format war."
Yeah.
The magnet thing too popped me so fucking hard because I remember that shit happening.
Yeah. Look, this movie, if you don't have that feeling for this era, may not do a whole lot for you. So I think our reviews or ratings are going to be kind of high, but that's because we all love it.
I think I'm realistic. I can tell there's nostalgia goggles on.
There is.
It's not perfect.
There is, but I like the store owner a lot. I'd like to see more adventures from him.
Yeah, dude, I need the sequel to see him and the fucking Jason ripoff fucking fight that thing.
Yeah. If you had money behind this, could you imagine if you could actually license the actual Jason? Just bring him in.
Well, they're not doing anything with him right now, so fuck yeah.
Dude, I did pop the fucking killer's weapon in this. Holy shit! How have we not done that yet?
Yeah. I wish we had a stronger female lead like that.
Yep.
I think the point was
Hugs being so good.
I think the point was to make her unlikable. So like I don't think us, the audience, were supposed to like her until obviously like she realized But
she's a liar. Okay,
I'm surprised, because I feel like you're the mean version of this guy. Todd.
Oh no, I was Randall. I was not this guy. 100% Randall.
You were always.
I can totally see you and me, Todd. Me being the nice guy and you being this moron.
My favorite thing, they'd ask me what the movie was about while holding the thing. I'm like, oh, if you just turn it around, it says in the back.
What a dick thing to say, Todd.
If they were fine, I might help them, but.
I mean, they're asking your opinion. They're just not.
Well, that's not what they asked me. That's what it's about.
Yeah. You've heard it here, flesh wound fiends. Todd is an asshole.
Todd hates the illiterate.
I remember at the end, I was pushing Freddy's Dead and Devil's Rejects.
Yeah.
So I was giving him recommendations.
I do agree. I do agree.
Yeah, I was horrible.
You must hate him with Freddy's Dead. God damn.
I meant
you
Freddy
agree,
versus
Kruger?
Jason if I said Freddy.
Oh, okay. There, that makes more sense. But
No, I'm just ready to rate it.
All right, let's rate it.
Oh,
What do you got, Kruger?
I am a 3 out of 5, but definitely room to grow. I kind of already do want to watch it again, but I think I want to have like a Psycho Goreman, Frankie Frico, and this on a marathon one night. I think that'd be good.
all right, Pugs.
I was a 2 coming in, but talking about it, I'm like, oh, I did like it more than I thought. So I'm gonna go 2.5 out of 5. With I think you should check it out to see if you like it.
Probably nostalgia goggles, but I'm going to give it a 3.5. Maybe if we got the porn star that came into the movie, that would have been, yeah.
We need to make our own weird science with that.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I think everyone's been more reasonable than Dan kind of set us up. I think Dan's going to be the highest because I'm a 3 also. It's definitely worth checking out.
All right. That is the last video
It for tonight? No? Fuck.
What?
I said that's it for tonight? No? Fuck.
That is not it. We've got one up next that is sure to rivet all of you.
Our first of our mouse.
Well, no,
DVD.
second.
No,
we
not.
reviewed one.
Mickey's Mousetrap. One of the worst movies of 2024.
That is right. Okay.
It's in good company.
I am very eager to talk about this one, but all right. So, from director Brendan Petrizzo, I believe, Mouse of Horrors. This is apparently also known as the Mouse Experiment in some areas. And it follows. In a seaside town, chaos erupts as Dr. Rupert's monstrous creations stalk the night, harvesting body parts for a sinister purpose. No one is safe. Now, I want to say with this one, you may recognize what?
Hide the knives.
Oh, yeah. You might recognize a few familiar voices in this. Michelle Bauer, who, of course, we all know and love Michelle Bauer, but also Jaretta from Demons. You'll recognize those voices. Don't go nuts trying to spot them in the movie, though. It's just voice work.
Well, it literally says in the credits, featuring the voices of.
Yeah, I know. So one thing that sets this apart, I was very taken aback immediately with this movie, is it's not cheap. Like, this is a multiple location movie, which is way different than most of these UK public domain. Yeah. Piglet's exact. Whether you love Piglet or hate it, like, that is the perfect example of what most of these movies are. It's usually out in the woods, one location. Yeah. This is some money behind it. We have multiple locations. And in fact, much as you're looking at the cover art there, a good chunk of the movie takes place in a carnival, which really makes it feel bigger. I'm not saying that this movie had a massive budget or anything. It definitely didn't. But it stands apart immediately from some of these other movies by filming in other interesting places. There's a portion of it that's like somewhere on the seaside in UK. It's beautiful. Makes the movie feel bigger. So that stood out immediately. Another thing that I like about this one, we get a very large body count, and there's a lot of decent practical effects. They're definitely going more for a Terrifier type vibe with these characters bumping people off in some pretty cool ways. There's some random kills. Like, I don't know how these jellyfish got in the pool, but whatever. I'll roll.
Also, that I don't think that would kill you.
I don't think it would either. Like I said, okay, cool, whatever. I don't think the storyline is any different than slightly different. We get a little more development than usual, I guess. I mean, these are kind of mutants that this Dr. Rupert experimented on. Very bizarre because Winnie the Pooh is in this. Now, this is not a Poohniverse.
The bear. He's called the bear.
The bear. I don't know why he's not just Winnie the Pooh, since he can be Winnie the Pooh. But it's the same mask from Winnie the Pooh.
The first Blood and Honey. Which
is like
But
This
that mask is it's like from a mask site.
Mass produced.
And I'm gonna say they should have just done some sort of makeup job on him. I mean, I know that's easier said than done, and it adds time, but I'm like,
why would they do that when the purpose of that is to make people think it's part of the universe? They want it to look like the mask. So they're not going to make it not look like the mask. That makes absolutely no sense.
You know what the problem? You know what the problem I think though was they didn't even like dirty the mask up. That bitch came straight out of the box and fucking went on that.
Exactly, like alter the mask somewhat so it's a little less obvious if you're going to do the mask.
But you know what? You can look at it like this. This could exist in the movie universe that Winnie the Pooh 1 exists.
That's what Ben was talking about too.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
That's
Mickey's
way better. Go ahead.
No,
I like that
what
Mickey's like pretty fucked up in this one. I mean, he does torture some people in this movie. You know,
Willie,
he's very brutal.
Do not get us sued.
Willie, Willie, whatever. He cuts out and eats eyeballs. I mean, look, these movies, I'm not expecting high art. I've said it before. I want to see these characters fuck people up and, you know, have a cheesy good time. This is very well paced, lots of blood and gore. You know, I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed this one. I was surprised. I don't know why they didn't try for theatrical.
I'm shocked.
And yeah, now I will say that the budget shows a little bit at the end. Some of the back and forth fight scenes, because yes, at some point we see Steamboat Willie fight Winnie the Pooh.
You're spoiling too much.
Sorry, though there's not a lot to spoil here. The budget shows a little bit in the finale, but overall, I was like, I was not expecting money to be put into this. I liked it. I had fun. What did you guys think?
Before they go, because I already know the tone, I also love the shit out of this. I'm not sure if I was just the right high, but I had hella fun with this.
Yeah.
It starts off with the bang. It totally is bigger. It's very colorful, unlike Piglet with one tan tone. I liked it. I'm surprised they didn't call it Willie versus Pooh.
Yeah, I don't have no clue why they didn't do that.
That might be too suggestive too. Willie versus Pooh. No. Sounds like
I seriously don't think we all saw the same movie. This was making me mad, guys. Like I fucking hated watching this. Yes, it pissed me off.
Were you enhanced at all?
Not at all, but I don't think that would have helped. Like, I fucked up. I don't expect much in the acting department. They delivered on that. I agree with the kills. Like there's a lot to choose from, but it left me hollow. This movie irritated me when the bear shows up. I'm like, why? I'm already having a shit time, and you're gonna add another character that I'm into. What Ben mentioned in here, don't bring that up because it's kind of a spoiler. That shit did make me laugh. So maybe
it made me go, "What the fuck, dude?"
Yeah, but like I did not enjoy my time with this, and I like a lot of these fucking stupid movies. I am the target audience for some reason.
Why I'm surprised. I can't see anybody that
bothered me. Really? I fucking hated Willie.
You like Piglet more?
Yes, 100 times more than this fucking thing. I cannot. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the jumping around. I don't know. Something did not click with me. I was mad watching this whole movie. I was glad when it's over, and I want to take a break.
And I love the setting too. I mean, everything about this, it just like hit for me. Like,
did shit for me. I like Jim Arrows in the beginning.
I mean, shit, we're just running around a carnival. He's killing people. Like that's
it doesn't help. As soon as I see ITN, my expectations go down to here. So
see, but I had fun with Piglet last time, so I was like, "Yo, cool, we're in for some more." And then it never went anywhere for me.
Well, we're not done this till next week.
I mean, the acting and stuff is roughly on par with all the others, but you know.
Well, where do you guys think I land?
I think you're gonna have to like this one a little bit. I don't see why not. Like,
I think you like the kills, but I think you're in my camp.
The first thing that I have to say about this movie is the sound design for this fucking movie drove me goddamn crazy. Like crazy as fuck.
At least the
Because-
center channel was in the right spot.
Dude, but dude, every fucking time Winnie the Pooh or fucking Steamboat Willie were walking, there was some like goofy ass sound effect to like it would have been funny for like a scene or two, but it's literally the whole fucking movie, dude. It was like driving me fucking nuts. I at points like just started muting it because it was irritating the fuck out of me. The acting is also complete hot fucking garbage. Like this makes the first Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey look like a fucking Oscar-winning movie. Like the acting I thought was really fucking shit. Yet somehow, some way, I didn't hate this movie. I really love the look of the Steamboat Willie character. I think, like, honestly, he looked badass. I liked how the mask was open so he could, like, bite people. That was probably my favorite thing, that he just kept gnawing at people, and you see, like, the mask so it looks like a rat gnawing on the person's face.
Good performance from the actor, too. Very...
Nah, I wouldn't say it was great. He was channeling art a little too much for me.
Well, that's
like,
what I think everybody wants.
But no, I that. But like, what was that Scarecrow movie we watched? Remember? And it was like just a guy, like basically in a Scarecrow version of Art the Clown, just doing art shit. Like, you need to give me more than that. For some reason, it didn't bother me in fucking stream, but I think probably because it was Art himself. But I wasn't, crazy about like his performance, but the kills were good. The look of the killer is cool. It did kind of tickle me that fucking Winnie the Pooh was in there, just because it made me go, "What the actual fuck is happening?" Like what? And like seeing them face off, I think was kind of fucking cool. So I don't know, like if you're into these like ruin your childhood slashers, I think the setting of the amusement park definitely raises it up for me because I thought that was cool and there's some creative kills. The bumper car kill was very, very fucking badass.
Yeah.
Actually, I've never seen that done before, so that was I can't say that a lot when it comes to kills. So
more creativity, a bumper car sequence.
They were very creative with the kills, and that's like something that I have to put over. And they were pretty gory, especially like that one face smashing scene with the mallet. I was like, holy shit, like they actually went there. So I'm glad that, it wasn't, there is a lot of CGI blood in here too, though. So let that be fucking
a lot less than a lot of these other movies.
Well, but there's still some shitty CGI in here.
Yeah.
So it's not all practical.
More towards the end, I would say. Like that one shot in particular, but
it's Zombie just put. I was going to bring this up. The guy who played Bear in this was acted in Blood and Honey too, just as a normal person.
Yeah, he was a little too like skinny.
No. But I like that look so much better, so I was happy to see it.
Honestly, I do prefer that over the look that we got into. But
you're not getting your honey till you deliver.
But this is why they changed it. This is why they changed it, I'm sure.
Yeah, because they know more people.
Because anyone could use the mask. Yeah.
And it's the same guy that made the mask for those Jack in the Box movies. And like a bunch of the Humpty Dumpty fucking
all the ITN
they use the same fucking mask.
See, this movie I think is better than all of that, and I know those aren't.
No, it's definitely no, and that's one thing I'll say. I think it's below average, but by far right now, like it is the definitive Killer Mouse movie until Screambox comes out. And I think if you go into expectations knowing it is like a quality drop from the first Blood and Honey, you may have some fun with it. I didn't love it by any means, but there is stuff I did like about it, and I was expecting it to be a lot worse.
Okay. Yeah, I surprisingly had a blast.
I thought the mask was going to piss you off. I wasn't sure.
Really? I liked it.
All right. Well, Pugs, be excited because this isn't the last of our PD horror. Next week we got Popeye, and
I'm excited for Popeye.
And then we have a day before the theatrical release, we will have the review for I Heart Willie. So we'll tell you whether or not you should go see it next Wednesday.
Is I Heart Willie the one with the shirtless mouse?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So,
Fucking some furries are going to be into that.
oh, there's definitely people that have fucked in the poo mask already.
Oh,
I
for sure,
guarantee
dude. Oh, bother.
Where's my honey?
I have the perfect body type for that. I totally would do that.
Me too. Me too, son.
All right.
Are we reading this thing now?
Yeah,
I'll
for
go
it, Pug,
first.
please.
Okay, I am a 0 out of 5. I did not like this.
Whoa.
0 out of
Pugs
5.
doesn't give out zeros very
I
often.
know. Pugs, were you in a bad
It
mood?
pissed me off.
Were you bleeding?
I
Probably.
don't understand.
From my vagina, no.
Well, I'm a 2 out of 5.
Dan?
All right. I'm going to surprise you. Now, again, I recognize, much like the previous movie, these public domain slashers aren't going to be for everybody. If you hated the Winnie the Pooh movies, you know, you're not going to get much more from this. I give this one a 4 out of 5. I was thoroughly entertained.
God damn it! I hate agreeing with Dan so much, but I'm also a 4 out of 5.
God,
I'm going to be a lot harder next week because Popeye is a big thing for me. So,
what else could you ask for from this one? Like, really? Like,
I think just for me, it was all the extra stuff, like why Mickey was there, the scientist dude, or whatever the fuck. I didn't care for any of that. I would have preferred it just being some deranged fucking dude that has a Mickey Mouse fetish.
No, see, I like the idea.
Steamboat Willie, sorry.
Yeah, I like the idea of them being some kind of mutants. Now, you could argue, like, all right, you're a mutant. Why are you wearing, like, a mask of a mutant rat? But, you know, the mask looks cool.
Well, I think that was the thing, is they were, like, genetically modified, but they wore animal masks.
Yeah. Ben,
so like a Richard Gere type thing. They stuck a mouse up his ass, and
yeah,
that's his origin. He's that gerbil. It escaped alive. Then I
want that movie. The gerbil fucking rape revenge movie.
It's
we're doing later, Dan.
It's wearing an eye patch and it's in leather and it's
yes.
Ben Grimm, ITN definitely milking Disney stuff for all it's worth. 2 dueling Winnie universes. Yeah, I'm all for it. They should just make this like the Mouse-averse.
What's the next Pooniverse movie? Dude, I still haven't seen Peter Pan. They need to fucking drop that shit.
Bambi's ready to go, so I don't know what's
Bambi and Pinocchio are done, and then we have Pooniverse Monsters Assemble. I think honestly, all of them have been shot. So
the Bambi one, I am interested.
Same.
Yeah, that one's gonna have some trouble, I think. I don't know. I'm curious.
I don't know. Bambi is a fucking horror movie, dude. That fucking movie fucked me up.
Fucked up.
It's no Land Before Time, but
oh, dude. Oh, dude. Land Before Time fucks you up. But dude, I was a little motherfucker. I was like, yeah, Sharptooth, get that bitch. I was like, yeah, Sharptooth, get that bitch.
All right, so we do have TV terror talk, but before we get into that, because I know there'll be some spoilers, I think, just so you guys know, we're going to be live on Patreon just pretty much right after this show for Last Tournament on the Left, where we have Abel Ferrara's Miss 45 entering the tournament. So don't miss that. Don't miss it. With that being said, Dexter, Original Sin.
You're not going to read our description?
Did you watch this?
Oh, no. I did not. And I'm sorry. Let me bring it up.
He always forgets when I didn't do it, so I don't have to do anything.
I thought I took a photo of it. And, yeah, I did not. But here we go. Dexter, Original Sin takes place in Miami in 1991. When his bloodthirsty urges can't be ignored any longer, young Dexter Morgan must learn to channel his inner darkness as he transitions from student to avenging serial killer with the guidance of his father, Harry. So I did not get to watch this, but I have watched Dexter. I got questions for you guys. And yeah, what did you
Let's start with the ending first. They finally, once again, have a very, very good ending to a season. The last few 5, 6, 7 8 and
Ever
the
since that
fucking-
one fucking bitch, Julia goddamn Stiles, came in and ruined the goddamn series.
Yes, and then the other series, New Blood, the first episode was mediocre. The last episode sucked. This one, all 9,
Retconned.
kicked fucking ass. Retcon and fixes shit too. And they threw in something that we all probably should have expected. Didn't expect it. So when that popped up, I was like, oh, that's fucking genius. I think we talked about it a little bit before the first episode. It takes a few minutes to get used to because you're dealing with the younger versions of the characters that we've grown to know and love over time. And the wigs look
episode 1, I was going to say episode 1 has a really bad wig.
Yeah, several. Dempsey and Dexter.
Well, one we lose though, at least the main bad one. Dexter has a really.
They
shitty
correct
wig
it though. Dempsey corrects his shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Patrick Gibson.
Oh no,
No,
Patrick,
Gibson
oh,
who played Dexter.
yeah, Dexter.
Great. He's a fucking Michael C. Hall Jr. Fucking fantastic.
He gets the mannerisms. Having the narration of Michael C. Hall though really sells it. This is back to season 1 through 4. It's like that feeling.
Yeah.
You're back in Miami where it should be, and yeah, I mean we set up. I mean, yeah, there's going to be spoilers from the last one, but I mean we set it up immediately. It's like we get kicked off. Dexter's alive from the end of the last one, and we kind of kick it off. It's all, you know, telling his story, which is why we get a narration. It all like just makes sense, like the way they.
And the next season is called Resurrection, so yeah, that should give it away anyway.
Well, well, the word is this: we're not done with Original Sin.
See, my issue.
I think the next one though is still Resurrection. I think they're going to go back and forth.
Oh no, that's next.
For.
Resurrection debuts in this summer.
Yeah, see, I just sort of feel.
And you haven't even watched
it,
but I know where this ends up. I know where he and his sister end up from the.
Yeah, that's
original
kind of the point, though.
I feel like that's going to be hard to really keep my interest because they really shit the bed so hard on Dexter.
They did shit the bed, but dude, they wiped you up and fucking gave you a happy ending by in this episode, this series.
Nailed it. And I'm glad.
I did. Yeah, I didn't expect to love it as much as I did because I was like, okay, nothing's gonna beat season 4 of Dexter, which is the Trinity season. And did it do that? Absolutely not. But that's like almost perfect TV. This fucking amazing companion. All the mannerisms. We discover how we know about the code, but we haven't seen it enacted like this, where he's new at this, he's gaining it, and we see him become the serial killer and how he becomes careful, and he recognizes that he's a serial killer when he does it. It's like, well, if I do this one, that's it. And we see how he decides how he wants to dispose of the bodies. Like all the cool shit. We get characters that come in later seasons, but they don't really get they acknowledge other people, other characters that are there, but they don't really like hone in on them. And if and when they do, it's fucking amazing. There are some spoon feeding parts where I kind of roll my eyes, but like, okay, well, that's for the stupid people that want to feel smart. Cool. But yeah, dude, I fucking enjoyed it. I'm shocked how much I loved it, especially since after 5 through 8 sucks so goddamn bad. Yeah. So it's great. I highly recommend it. Christian Slater ruled. I did not expect.
I have to say this, Christian Slater. He's the only one who just plays Christian Slater. Everyone else is channeling the future characters. I mean,
he does his famous.
Like LaGuardia feels like LaGuardia, but Christian Slater is Christian Slater. That's the only thing. He doesn't know how to do anything but Jack Nicholson. So
I'm going to give a slight spoiler, but it's not that big of a spoiler.
We're spoiling it. So.
No, not really. With the crate scene or what are those fucking shipping things called?
Shipping container.
Shipping container. There we go. They focus on that important scene so much. I did not expect to get those visuals. So that was very, very pleasing. And Dexter's mom's a MILF. Totally would.
Yeah.
I get it, Harry. I get it.
No, you know she looks like Oh, what's the name of the chick that was at Halloween or the Warner Brothers horror thing? Oh fuck! In the Exorcist thing.
Horror made here.
No,
Maria Olsen?
she looks like a younger Maria Olsen, a younger, prettier Maria
Maria
Olsen.
I can't put a
That's
face on it.
random.
Let me see.
It is, but it's the eyes. But yeah, that's and we're telling like it's the season. The series itself is in the 91.
It could be also a fucking flash before his eyes, like he's about to die, like your light flashing before your eyes.
Right.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude!
I said younger and prettier. Remember, she's naked.
You know
and
what,
spit on your
though?
grave,
I see it.
Right? It's the eyes.
Yeah, I can see it. Damn.
Because we're in 91, but we're also getting Christian Slater's, the relationship with Dexter's mom, like when all the cartel stuff and cargo stuff goes down. So you're getting that. I mean, yeah, a lot of what's going on, but it's presented in a way it's entertaining, and like everyone's just so good in it. Sarah Michelle Gellar for you nerds, you got her. Buffy.
It's gonna be Buffy again. How wild is that?
Yeah, I'll finally have to watch it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think that was official. Yeah.
But yeah, like I do feel like I'm okay if they do one more season. Like,
Yeah,
like
I'm
Deb,
down.
like that's like all there is. There's that one real season to fill in those gaps. I think you could probably stretch it out to a couple, but I would like to see because 4 would be Dexter season 1 though. I mean that's the way you know what I mean.
End right there.
Yeah, because it's like, and I feel like you can't not finish it because you have the beginnings of Ice Truck, so you kind of. That story's not done telling, however you look at it.
Yes, we should have seen that coming. So good. Oh, and so if you know your Dexter lore, like they don't even acknowledge this, but the mom's playing with the 2 young boys, and her nails are painted the different colors. And I'm like, oh, they're not even gonna mention that. Like they're not. Biney's not looking at it. Dexter's not looking. What the fuck? You're just letting that go? So like, there's a lot of shit like that in there, and it's fucking cool. So if you're a diehard Dexter fan, you will not be disappointed in this. I can't see it. I can't see you being disappointed.
And
watch that
Molly
shit.
Brown. Molly Brown kills it as Deborah. We all know her from Bloody Murder. What was that one?
We brought it up when we reviewed it. I can't remember the name.
Bloody Axe Wound.
Bloody Axe Wound. There we go. Yeah.
I've heard some people say she was almost like channeling her just a bit too much, like with the nonstop cursing. And
I mean, that's
before she finds herself. That's what. Yeah.
It felt more. I heard somebody say it was more of an impression. Like it just. I don't know.
I get some of them border on that, but I mean, if you're like looking for that, because I mean, you can kind of because they're hitting all the again except for
Masuka.
Oh, Masuka, yeah, the laugh, everything. Like they casted like the young version as well. And
it's great. But the most impressed though is Patrick Gibson channeling Michael C. Hall's Dexter. Like they out of the park, nailed it.
Hated everything. Like
even when he eats, dude. Yeah. Like he has the same mannerisms.
I loved it. I want more. I'm hopeful for Resurrection, but this may be.
We're supposed to also get a
beat.
High bar. Trinity's also supposed to get a season for prequel season. Yeah. So I'm excited for that. I fucking love Trinity. So.
Yeah. I know there was someone complaining about some characters that don't pop up from later seasons, but my thing with that is like things come out later. Like it wouldn't make sense. I don't want to say who, but for them to be there, because if Dexter doesn't find out about him till say season 6 or something, it wouldn't make sense for them to be there now. I don't want to say which one people were saying, but there was one in particular. They were like, well
you said later season, so I'm gonna bring up one because I did want Dokes to show up. He does not, but I just wanted to surprise, motherfucker.
You know what? Doesn't mean we won't get it, and if we get the next one, the next one isn't like announced, but like all the cast has been like It sounds like it's happening. It's just nothing official yet. And if they don't, it's a perfect flashback season, and on to the next.
The opening credits too are spot the fuck on.
Yeah.
The fact that he can't kill the mosquito because he's just beginning. I'm like, this is so smart. Everything they do is genius.
Yeah,
They redeem themselves.
Yeah, they have everything lined up. Like it all makes sense. They did the strings and put the puzzle together to make it work. So, yeah, I if you haven't seen it, you can stream the whole season now on Paramount Plus with Showtime. Not without Showtime. It has to be with Showtime, or you can check it out on Showtime. Yeah. So
sweet.
Any questions?
Yeah, you said you had some questions.
Like where would you? We all, I think, agree that John Lithgow season 4, I guess that was the height. But
Absolutely.
like, where would you kind of compare this?
First 4 seasons.
Is it on par with that? Really, you think
Yeah.
so?
Yep. Yes. I would say it's season 4, season 1. This
is it villain of the week, or is there like a big bad?
Well, yes, yeah. That's the one thing that they get the Dexter formula right, because you need that villain of the week. Like that's what the first few seasons of Dexter, you have that. You have
tied around the character development. Yeah.
Yeah. So I and that's what we're back to, and I think that's why it works so well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're selling me. I'll have to catch up. I was just so fucking.
It's worth it, dude.
Yeah.
Now I will. You got to get past the first 15 minutes though, because it will take a second to adjust. But once you're dialed in, it's like hands up. Let's take this ride.
Yeah, I was sold by the end of the first episode. Now, 1991. Here goes that. I didn't notice anything glaring. I did, and I said something because I watched it with my mom, and I was like, "Oh," but no. Miami. 1991, there would have been a lot more goddamn Miami bass coming out of cars. You would have been hearing 2 Live Crew, fucking DJ Magic Mike, none of that. And in Miami.
You're a California guy, Todd.
But I know about the Miami bass scene, goddammit, because I had still got my 15 Sirwin Vegas because I don't fuck around. So don't tell me no shit about that. Think I was a bumping 2 Live Crew, goddammit.
Okay, fair enough. I'm just saying you didn't.
That's my only thing. Although we did get some Ice Ice Baby, so that was fun.
We did.
Well, I will try and check it out. I gotta, I guess, re-catch up. It's tough when a show loses you like that. Like it just, yeah.
Well, where'd you leave off? Season 8?
No, I watched the entire first run of Dexter. I just didn't watch the return, whatever.
New Blood? Okay.
New Blood. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Well, you owe it to yourself as a former Dexter fan. This will help a little bit.
Now, does this retcon your feeling on the last episode of the last season? Because it changes the whole thing.
No, well, it still wasn't strong. So I guess it makes it okay, but no, it's still not a strong episode.
Yeah. All right, just curious. I never had an issue that you did, but I thought we were done, so now I'm okay.
Todd, you'll have to let me know before you start binging Buffy, because I feel like I might revisit it.
You're never going to keep my pace, Dan.
I mean, I keep your pace, but I'm assuming you're going to try and knock it out before the new. I don't know how quick you'll start.
Well, if you want to do anything with it, you got to keep up with my pace. You understand? I watched Californication in like less than 7 days. I got 3 episodes and I'm done tonight. Season 7.
Well, you've got Buffy and you've got Angel, so that'll take you a bit.
You gotta do both.
He has to.
I've never seen either.
Well, Angel's LA. Angel's an LA show, so he's well, Chris is in the chat and he's a Buffy aficionado, so he'll tell you like Angel's like a slightly different vibe.
Okay, I need to know the airing order. That's what I want to do, Slasher.
Yeah, you've got a bit before you have to worry about that, but Angel is the
Evil
LA
Ed loves
show.
Buffy, by the way. So if you guys want to do a whole thing, I'll tell them to pop in.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah.
I think if we should do it season by season.
That's the best way. I don't want to do episode by episode reviews. I think one season.
Network TV. It's like fucking 22 episodes, right? Like that.
Yeah. It'll be a it'll be a trek. You just got the first season of Buffy feels, I don't want to say a kid show, but it does have a little bit of a Goosebumps vibe. And
I've watched the first episode like 3 times and never continued.
Don't judge by that. Like give it a minute is all I'll say to you. But yeah.
What year did it start? That's probably why I didn't watch it originally.
97.
Yeah.
It was right after she got done with All My Children, which I was crushed by. I loved Kendall.
I don't even know who fucking Kendall is. I never watched.
It's Buffy, Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Okay.
Susan Lucci's daughter.
Back when Buffy was Christy Swanson. Still my Buffy.
I think you're gonna like it. I mean, of all the things I've been trying to push on you, like Supernatural's 100%, but I think Buffy you're gonna like.
That's one of the shows that's off summer with Dark Shadows. I'm probably never gonna do it because there's too many. It's too overwhelming.
Yeah, but you're knocking out an entire series in a week. It might just take you a little longer, but I feel like
I've only seen the first 5. I've only seen the first 5 seasons, and they're amazing.
All right. Well, I'll tell you with me, Dan, 7 seasons of Californication, 12 episodes each, 30 minutes, versus Buffy, or Supernatural, which is like 20-something seasons, 24 episodes each.
15. Well, no, they're a little shorter at one point, but yeah, 15.
I looked, Dan. They're 24 normal.
But Pugs, do you not agree? Particularly some of the more humorous episodes.
Oh, I think Todd. I think you'll love it.
He's not going to hit hard.
It's the commitment that he's not interested.
Hold on, let me look at the episode.
Did you make it to the? Well, you said you watched 5. Did you watch the Paris?
I watched 5.
327 episodes.
It's a lot, but it's the sure thing. Even Pugs agrees that you will love it.
I've only done the first 5 though, and I do want to go back. I got other crap I got to watch first.
You need to, yeah, you do need to.
I'll watch it after Breaking Bad.
Well, that's fine because Breaking Bad.
You need to fucking do, Todd. That's insane.
But see, I just want to watch The Shield again. I've been itching to watch The Sopranos too,
dude.
Again.
Breaking Bad is, and I love those shows. I'm not shitting on them. Breaking Bad.
25 years old now.
Breaking Bad is 25.
No, Sopranos.
No. Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Sopranos is getting closer to 30. I thought that started in 97, 98, maybe.
Let me double check.
I could be wrong. I mean, close either way.
Well, I remember the anniversary. Maybe it's been a couple years now.
There were long breaks in between. Sopranos kind of started that. Like where there's
99. No, I was 99. So last year was the 25th.
Okay. Oh, man. Getting fucking old.
Right. There's our Dexter. Oh, what would you rate the well, I don't know. Check it out.
5.
Yeah, I know. That's where I'm at too.
It's a 5 out of 5. It's fucking great.
All right, guys. So we will be back over on Patreon, patreon.com/fleshwoundfeatures. It all starts at just $1. We don't do the super chat thing, so we appreciate your support. And we're going to have Miss 45 entering last tournament on the left. So we'll be over there in just a couple minutes. Let's see. What do we have to plug? We be sure to catch the Sean Donahue interview on Sunday and be sure to support his project. We'll tell you all about it.
Yeah.
See you over on Patreon.
All right.
Good night.
Money's on the dresser.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
I'll see you in Disneyland.